should. It's in it seems like it's a dog. Hello.
Yeah. Those of you joining us right now, we are awaiting Multnomah County for a news conference about, this is actually the Sheriff's Office is going to be speaking to us.
Thank you very much for being here this afternoon. My name's Nicole Morrissey O'Donnell, and I'm the Multnomah County Sheriff. Today, I'm here to provide an update on our ongoing efforts to locate and arrest 26-year-old Ty Anthony Sage. As you are aware, Ty Sage posted bail on Monday, September 22nd. That should not have happened. As the Sheriff of Multnomah County, I am deeply committed to public safety, and it is unacceptable that this occurred. Again, this is a mistake, and we take full responsibility for that. I have spoken with the family of Logan and have pledged that we will keep them apprised of our investigation. I cannot imagine what they are feeling right now, reliving this incident. I want to reiterate that this individual should not have been released. Based on our preliminary review, our MCSO employees acted in good faith based on the information that they had at the time. The initial release order was signed on September 17th, which many of you have reviewed. It contained information that indicated that Sage's bail had been set to $5,000. We are taking this incident extremely seriously, and we are working with our law enforcement partners across the state to figure out where Sage went upon his release and where he is located now. It's important that if Sage hears this information, that he turn himself in. I know there are still questions about the specifics of how this could have happened, and I share our community's concern. We will get those answers in time, but our priority now is to find Sage. At my direction, we are conducting a review of the incident to have a full understanding of what occurred and to identify improvements that can be made in our communications with the courts and the Sheriff's Office. I recognize that the system has failed, and it's failed Logan's family and our community. We hold the ultimate responsibility for a person's release. In this case, we fell short. But we are committed to doing everything we can to restore community trust and confidence in our organization. We are holding ourselves accountable. Our employees will be part of this review and investigation to ensure that this does not happen again. Thank you, and I'm happy to take a few questions.
This is the release form right here, and the box that says release denied is clearly marked. You pointed out the $5,000 bail. I would argue that that's a lot harder to actually see and notice than this clearly marked box. So it seems like a pretty obvious mistake there that was made, and it's a mistake that's putting lives in danger. But it sounds like you're putting that off on the courts rather than taking accountability.
I am taking full responsibility for my organization and the mistake that occurred. We are in the process of completing a full investigation to ensure that we recognize and understand all of the gaps in this process in our communication. It is our responsibility, and we will work diligently to hold ourselves accountable and make sure that we provide updates along the way.
Would you agree that this is a mistake that's putting lives at risk?
I would agree that this mistake should not have happened. Based on what we know, the situation was an isolated incident, and I do not believe community is at risk at this point.
In a situation like this, I'd imagine some of the employees, I don't work for the county obviously, but wouldn't that kind of be glaringly, obviously, like this is a murder suspect is posting $500 bail, $5,000 bail for being 10%.
Again, we are completing a full investigation into this, and those employees that were involved in this incident will all be part of this process.
Sheriff, has anyone been placed on leave so far?
Not at this point.
Is it true that the suspect had bail set down to 0 and they didn't post any money at all?
I do not have that information at this time.
When did the office realize that a murder suspect was released?
I was notified while I was out of town, and again, that is all part of this investigation to determine how long an individual posted bail and then was out on release. Again, we have multiple resources out in the field right now attempting to locate him and bring him back into custody.
How soon after the office realized was the victim's family notified that the suspect was left?
My understanding is the DA's office was in contact with victim's family first, and I was able to be in contact with Logan's family this morning.
You say the community is not at risk, but what about the witnesses in this case?
Again, we're working through the investigators that are searching for him right now, and I'll make sure that I get regular updates on that and provide any new information to our community if there's a safety risk.
What safety measures have you taken to protect the witnesses?
We're working closely with the DA's office right now to ensure that we're able to identify if there are other people involved in this case that we need to make aware of this situation.
Logan's mom says she doesn't feel safe. Are you offering any safety measures for her?
I did talk to her this morning, and I will absolutely reach back out to her and make sure that if there's anything additional that we can do. I did give her a contact number for us, and making sure that I will continue to provide her updates, and if she had any concerns that she had a number to contact us as well.
So she told you she doesn't feel safe. Are you giving her patrols to her house or anything like that?
At that point, we have not, I have not worked with my team to do that at this point. I will continue to maintain contact with her and make sure that we're doing everything we can to make her feel safe.
One more question, please.
Sage has basically a 2-day jump ahead of you guys in terms of tracking it down. Do you think he's in the area, or?
This is all part of the investigation, and I'm not going to provide any information as to where our resources are. But again, we're working with our law enforcement resources to bring him back into custody as soon as possible.
Okay, thanks everybody.
Any subterfuge, anything like that to get out of jail? Or
This one,
you
Sheriff.
didn't really do anything wrong.
All right, so that was our update there from Multnomah County regarding this suspect who was released. I'm going to go ahead and get this pulled up here. This is Greg Nibbler here in the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom, and I'm going to go ahead and show you what this person looks like. If I can get that file in there correctly, we may have a little bit of an issue with that while they're doing that. I'll go ahead and pull away from this here in just a second and get this pulled up. There we go. There is Ty Anthony Sage. So again, mistakenly released from Multnomah County, and he is being actively sought right now. He's a 26-year-old murder suspect who was released after posting bail. And what they're saying is that he should not have been able to get out there, obviously, with these murder charges. So that is the person they're looking for. Not a whole lot of information there from Multnomah County. They said there's an investigation. They're looking into how and why this happened, but that is where we're at. So he was arrested along with a 26-year-old Kevin Rivas Ramirez in May on murder and robbery charges. So the statement that Multnomah County put out said the Multnomah County Sheriff's Office is currently working with law enforcement to locate and safely take 26-year-old Ty Anthony Sage, that's who you see there on the screen, into custody following his release from the Multnomah County Detention Center. Sage posted bail and was released from custody on Monday. Based on our preliminary review, that was Monday, September 22nd, just so you have that. And based on our review, Multnomah County Sheriff's Office employees acted in good faith based on the information available to them at the time. Multnomah County Sheriff's Office employees took steps to seek clarification from the judiciary on its initial release order. And that initial release order, signed September 17th, 2025, contained information that indicated Sage's bail had been set to $5,000. I think you heard there was a reporter in the background, I'm not sure who that was asking about that, saying that the paperwork, according to them, was clearly marked that this person should not have bail. So obviously a lot of information to find out about how this happened, but at the end of the day, he is released. That is the person they're looking for the charge of murder. So if we have any more information on this, we will certainly bring that to you. And that was Multnomah County Sheriff's Office talking about that. We've got more details at kptv.com too, so there's a full article there. Feel free to go there if you want to find out more about the charges, about the person, and we'll update that as we find out more information on how exactly this occurred and what went wrong there. But that is the details. Those are the details that we have. And again, this is Fox 12 Now. We live stream here out of the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom, so we're able to bring you these breaking news stories like this throughout the afternoon. We'll send out those alerts. We'll be here with you, and we'll get you as much details as we can or as we have. So we're at the mercy of that as well in some instances, but we will certainly keep you up to date at kptv.com. So that's it for right now. I'll be back soon with our regular programming. I'm Craig Nibbler. This is Fox 12 Now.